Hello everyone, my name's Professor Gulya, you should know that already. So I actually wanted to put a quick video into Canvas just to avoid any confusion for this week. So once you get into Canvas and you look at the modules for week 14, you'll notice that things will be a little bit different. So most of our writing at this point is already done. We've done the midterm portfolios, and since then, we've done the journalistic profile, we've done the letter to the editor, and now what we're basically doing, because it's week 14, is we're bringing everything together, we're finishing off, and we're doing a little bit of peer review through the Canvas system. So this week will feel a little different in some ways. So once you get into Canvas and you go into the modules for week 14, this is what I recommend. I recommend doing the assignment first. This is actually going to help you out a bunch. So don't even worry too much about the discussion board right now. Go into the assignment. So you'll notice that the assignment is basically a version of the midterm portfolio. All right, so you take the midterm portfolio, the carbon-made portfolio that you created about a month and a half ago, and basically this is what you are going to do. So on there, you already should have a couple of documents. What I want you to do is take what's already on there, so the documents that you had for the midterm portfolio, and just consolidate it. Put it all together in one document. And the reason this is going to help you is that Carbon Made as a system only allows for 5 documents to be put in there for free. After you try to put a 6th or 7th document in there, it's going to prompt you to pay for it. So don't do that. You don't have to pay for anything through Carbon Made. Just consolidate what you already have in there into one document, re-upload that into the Carbon Made system. So that means that you basically put everything in your midterm portfolio as one document on there. And so that allows you to have, depending on how you group things, it gives you at least 3 or 4 documents that are still available for free for you through the Carbon Made system. So once you do that, you are on your way to creating your final portfolio. So what you're basically doing is you are taking everything that we have done since the midterm portfolio and you are putting it into the final portfolio. So since we did the midterm portfolio, we've done, sorry, I have some notes here, reminding myself of what to tell you. So we've done the ethics letter. So you chose an ethical problem and you wrote a letter to the editor about it. So you would upload that into the system, and in the same way you did for the midterm portfolio, you would have the assignment that you created, you would have some image that's associated with it, something that makes sense, and then you should also have a very quick reflection. This can be a brief paragraph just walking me through what you took away from that assignment. So you have those 3 things. So the assignment for the letter to the editor, the reflection, and an image. So you put that into Carbon Made, and that's done. All right, so then after that, we also have the journalistic profile. And that's what we did over the last couple of weeks. You created an essay organizer based off of a person. You found a couple of quotes from them. You found information about their upbringing, their background, their education, whatever seemed important to you. And then you wrote during week 13 a pretty short 3-page profile of that person. So this is the last thing that you are uploading into the Carbon Made final portfolio. So same thing, right? So you put in the assignment, and along with that, you have an image that somehow is related to it. It can be as simple as an image of the person. That's fine. You already had that in your essay organizer, and then also a quick reflection. And so as long as it's there, it doesn't matter where you put the reflection, as long as I'm able to find it and see that quick paragraph about what you took away from the journalistic profile, you're good. All right, so then at this point, you would have uploaded the ethics letter, the letter to the editor, and the journalistic profile of the Carbon Made. So now the last thing you are putting in to your final portfolio is the final portfolio reflection. So if you are in the week 14 modules in the Canvas site, look for the tab that says week 14 required resources. And so if you go in here, you will see that there is a document that you can download that basically is just called Final Portfolio Reflection. So click on that, download it, and that gives you some steps that you can follow for your final portfolio. So write a paragraph or mini paragraph or so. Basically, just pick out anything that you took away from the final portfolio, as long as you're reflecting, as long as you are working through the writing skills and thinking about what you could have done differently, what could be improved if you have more time, you're good, and I'll give you full credit. So that is the final portfolio. I recommend doing that first. Don't worry about the discussion yet. Once you have that final portfolio done, then you can dive into the discussion. All right, so that is the written assignment. You are just going in and you're just giving me the link. You don't have to put anything else. You don't have to write anything else to me. Just put the link into the written assignment section for this week. So after you do that, I recommend taking a look at the discussion boards. This week is a little bit different. It switches up a little bit. All right, so if you go into the discussion boards for week 14, you'll notice that you're in a group. So the discussion boards are split up. So each group is about 3 or 4 people. We have, 18, 19 students overall. So it didn't split up evenly. That's okay. All right, so go into the discussion board. So contrary to what we did for the other weeks in the course, you don't have to type a lot in the actual discussion board in the text box. All right, so don't worry about that. So all you need to do, so you go into the discussion board, you see you have your little group, post. This will be your main post. You don't need anything else. You don't need a paragraph. Just put in the URL. All right, so the web address for your carbon-made profile. That's why I recommend doing it first. It makes the discussion board much easier. So just put it in, copy and paste it in there, all right? And then that's your main post. Then once you already do that, pay attention to the posts of your partners. So once your partners put in the webpage to their final portfolio, once that is done, just fill out, and you find this under the required resources for week 14, you will see a document that is basically, so it's a peer review document. All right, so go in, once they put in the web address, read through your partner's portfolios and submit the document back to them. So the discussion board will look much different than it did in previous weeks. All you need to do, post your assignment on there and respond to someone else's assignment. So this is a way of getting peer review and just kind of crossing off the discussion boards, and then we're good. So you don't have to write huge responses in the discussion boards. You don't have to do what we did in previous periods. You just need to post the URL to your the URL for the web page of your portfolio, and then you're peer reviewing someone else's. So you are only accountable for the replies. So forget about the you must reply to 2 things per discussion board for this week. You don't have to worry about it. You just have to reply to what is there. So if you go in, say Thursday or Friday, and you see that of your group you've submitted and 2 of your partners, just respond to that. And part of that is because we have students who are on the course roster who may or may not be participating. So if you don't see a portfolio from them, then you're not accountable for it. You will not lose points. So just respond to what is there. All right, so that is mostly what I want to say. My biggest recommendation is to start early. All right, so start working on the portfolio. Let me know if there are any problems. It is way easier for us to address any issues Monday or Tuesday rather than Friday or Saturday. So reach out to me. We'll figure it out as we go along, especially if anything is weird or if you have any trouble with the carbon-made system, and then we'll figure it out. And then if you have your portfolio done earlier, you can post it into the discussion boards, and then that makes it easier for people to respond. It makes it easier for everyone to get full credit. All right, so reach out to me through email or Canvas if you have any questions. And all right, so I'll see everyone online. Just let me know how things are going.